Welcome back to Abyssinia Stadium. Part of our doubleheader today, Salesianum Soccer defeated C. Milton Wright with a final score of 2-0. Now back to the game at hand. The Sals take on Cesar Rodney, who are 0-5 on the season. I'm Shane Alexo alongside Ronan Landis. Ronan, what will the Sals do to hand them their 6th loss of the season?
Personally, I think the Sals need to come out with a dominating defense. You know, last week they held Hodgsonville Tech to 0 points, and they made lots of big plays on defense, specifically highlighting Trevor Way and the entire D-line, along with L.J. Smith really containing the quarterback well. If they can, along with Jake Ziegler with his 70-yard pick six, but if they can make plays on defense, it will really open up the playbook for offense, which Andrew Ransom last week had 18 rushes for 65 yards, which is really good at a high school level. So if they can open up the offensive game and help the offense slow down, as the Sals love to run the ball, if they can do that, it will only mean fruitful things for the Salesianum team.
That you please rise as we honor God, country, with a prayer and our national anthem. We begin by remembering that now and always we are in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. God of gentle strength, bless the students, faculty, families, and alumni of both Cesar Rodney and Salesianum, and protect the students who compete tonight. Keep them safe from injury and give them the grace to excel. Grant us all the courage to stand for what is right and the compassion to defend those in need. Help all of us gather here to be who we are and be that well. And when this contest is over, may we depart in the spirit of friendship and mutual respect that benefits all true athletes. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. Francis de Sales, pray for us. St. Jane de Chantal, pray for us. Blessed Louis Brisson, pray for us. And now please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem performed by the Salesianum Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Brian Cox.
And we are just about ready to get underway. Shane, what do you think the Sals need to focus on tonight in order to get their 4th win?
I mean, obviously the Cesar Rodney team is 0-5, but you really can't overlook them. They're really, if I'm Cesar Rodney, I'm really going to want to come out and try and run the ball, really showcase my offense really early, my attack plan really early.
Set to put it away here on homecoming weekend.
Collins along with the 12th man is ready to go. And we're off here at Abyssinia Stadium. I'm Shane Alexo alongside Ronan Landis.
Great kick there by Collins.
James Collins
Really limiting the Caesar Rodney playmakers back there from getting a hold of it and getting some momentum.
Yeah, against Hodgson, we really saw how special teams really impacted that game for both sides.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Both offenses were having a little bit of trouble last game, but the punters came up clutch for both teams, so we'll see here tonight what will be the case. If both offenses will move fluidly or if it will be more of a defensive matchup. Caesar Rodney will start off the night with a quick pass to number 3, Jaden Wright, but unfortunately it's incomplete.
Second down and 10.
So Shane, Caesar Rodney went with a bit of play action there out of the gun. Do you think they're gonna look to run the ball a lot tonight?
I really do. I think they're going to run the ball majority of the time, but I also really think they're going to show off a little bit what the quarterback can do. I mean, obviously, we saw last week. I mean, Sally's really controlled the run game. Obviously, Hodgson's quarterback was hurt, and they really didn't really get an opportunity really to see their pass game. So let's see how the Sals can see how their pass defense is tonight.
It appears as though a ref is unhappy that L.J. Smith may not have his knees covered.
Second and 10. In the gun. Passes nearly picked.
Great play there by Nick Struzowski. You know, he's been flying around defenses in recent weeks. I mean, he made a lot of good plays for Salesianum last week, breaking up a couple passes and nearly getting his hands on a couple. So that's almost routine for Struzowski at this point.
Big third down.
Salesianum has had their fair share of athletic quarterbacks that they've seen in the past couple of weeks. I mean, with Hodgson going to their more athletic quarterbacks, it'll be interesting to see how Sally's adjust their game plan, if even they adjust it at all.
3 receiver set, Timmons. Timmons making guys miss, and there's Ahmad Foster making the stop.
Great track down there by Ahmad. Seemed like a lot of the linebackers were kind of cleared out there, so it looked like there was a lane to run, but unfortunately for Caesar Rodney, Ahmad closed quickly.
Yeah, it looks like, from what we've seen in that first drive, looks like Timmons is a very mobile quarterback. Can't really let him get out of the pocket.
Interesting call here. It seems like they don't trust their punting unit almost, as they're going for it on 4th and 7 from their own 23.
Big decision here.
Oh,
so they
it's
punt
blocked.
and it's blocked.
See if the Sals will field it, and they won't. Interesting punt formation there. I thought for sure they were going for it, which
I did as well. I think the Sals did too.
Yeah, luckily enough, they had their 2 returners back deep, but being able to get hands on the ball, that was very important for him there.
So Stower and company will get the ball around midfield.
I have to say, Shane, I don't think I've ever seen that formation
I don't think
before.
I have either. Definitely very unique formation. 4 receiver set. Stower in the gun. The snap, the screen. There's Lucas Ryan. Solid gain there for Ryan.
We didn't hear much from Lucas Ryan last week, as it was more of a run-heavy game with Andrew Ransom kind of taking over in the second half. But it looks like Coach DiNardo kind of wants to get the ball in the hands of his playmakers early. If they can try to get Lucas Ryan on the outside early and often, it could be dangerous for the Caesar Rodney defense.
Second and 4. 4 receiver set. Ransom in the backfield. Ryan in motion.
Oh, and looks like a false start there by the Salesianum offensive
jumped.
line.
Penalties were a big story last week.
Specifically offensive line penalties. I think it will probably have been a big focus this past week during practice, so if they could clean those up, it could definitely be a strong suit for them with their offensive line because they are extremely talented up front.
Yeah, really discipline that offensive line and defensive line. Ransom in the backfield. 4 receiver set. Ryan in motion. The handoff. Ryan. Big gain there for Lucas Ryan. And he's down to about the 32. Two plays to start this drive, and Lucas Ryan is on fire so far.
Yeah, Lucas Ryan is the definition of a tough player, no matter what sport we're playing. If it's football or if it's lacrosse. You know, it's really marveling to me. He is such a physical player that, you know, no matter what sport, I'm sure any sport it would still translate to. As Ransom will pick up about 3 and the first down. Some interesting play calls here early. I mean, with the blocked punt giving you great field position, it was quite obvious that they might try to hit some short passes to get, you know, Stower running early. But I think it's really opened the run as they go to it again with Ransom.
Ransom, solid gain there. Have yet to see Sean Curley in this drive.
That's a lot of what we saw from Andrew Ransom last week. You know, he's a tough runner that thrives on contact. With that, I think he had at least 5 yards or 4 yards after contact. So if he can continue to do that, this could be a tough offense to stop.
Yeah, we talked about how physical Sean Curley is of a runner, but can't forget about Ransom. He's a very physical runner as well. Once again, 4 receiver set. Stower, the fakes the handoff. Stower, Ryan Stower making men miss. And it looks like there is a flag.
Looks like both of those penalties may be on the Salesianum offense.
Looks like a hold.
Possibly a peel back block on number 18, Kazir.
Parker Smith on the hit.
Although that's promising from Ryan Stower. I mean, there didn't look like there was much to go off of there, but he bounced it outside and got about 10. So if there's anything positive to take out of the play, it's that Ryan is already ready to extend plays. Yeah, it looks like there's a holding foul and a block in the back call. So that will definitely move the Sal's back a substantial amount.
Holding indicated against Salesianum.
Yeah, we talked about penalties. Hopefully they don't come back to bite them.
So it looks like they'll accept the holding penalty.
Stower getting instruction from his offensive coordinator. Ransom in the backfield. 4 receiver set. Stower passes picked. Down the sideline. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, no flags.
Number 22, Jonathan Benjamin taking it back for Caesar Rodney.
Ryan Stower throws a pick 6, and Caesar Rodney is up 6. Wow, what a way to start this game for Caesar Rodney.
Yeah, it looked like Caesar Rodney was sitting in a zone defense, and Salesianum had a lot of short curls out on the field with Mount and a couple other wide receivers, so it was pretty easy for Jonathan Benjamin to, you know, really play his zone well, sit there and make the play.
Yeah, great job by Benjamin also to read that route. And the kick is blocked, but there is a flag.
Look like we may have to do this again.
Penalties really coming back to bite the Sal's.
Yeah, not a great look for the early going.
We talked about that early momentum there for Cesar Rodney, 0-5 on the season. You get a pick 6, really great momentum.
Yeah, it looks like they may have called a chop block. So they'll move it down to the 1 yard line. It looks like Cesar Rodney will be going for two here.
Very smart but aggressive move early.
And it looks like Sally's is beefing up their defensive line a little bit with Warren Scott. He is a force in the middle at defensive tackle. So Cesar Rodney will go for 2 here. But Salesianum will call a timeout before that happens.
So Salesianum will talk it over. Very bold and aggressive move here early from Cesar Rodney.
Well, I understand it. You know, they want to grab momentum quickly, which they have done with that pick 6. But I think if they get this 2-point conversion here, it really puts the pressure on the Sally's offense to make plays, get down the field, and convert a 2-point conversion. Unless they think that they can outscore Cesar Rodney straight up. But this could also be a big momentum shifter, because if Sally's defense gets a stop here and then they go down and score, then Cesar Rodney's down 1 and they have to continue to go for 2 points until they get 1. So yes, I agree, this is a bit of a risky move, but I think it's a great calculated risk.
Yeah, it's definitely one you're willing to take. Receiver set.
Looks like they have a tight end in the block as well.
Davis in the backfield. Timmons. He'll run it himself, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Cesar Rodney up 8.
Quarterback draw works perfectly there. Selling the defense enough to make them think that he's throwing, and then quickly slipping out of the backfield and into the end zone.
Not the way you want to start this game if you're the Sal's.
But as we've seen this year with this Salesianum football team, they can quickly grab momentum back. Whether it's with a Strzelski kick return touchdown or
just about to say that.
A Jake Ziegler pick 6, their playmakers are bound to make plays.
Yeah, I mean, look even here on special teams for the Sal's to make a big play.
Cesar Rodney kicker gives them a chance, I'm sure they're going to take it and make the most of it. Even if it's not a touchdown, I'm sure it will be good field position.
Back for Salesianum.
Definitely be nice to get some points on the board. Even as you said, if it's not a touchdown, just get some points on the board.
And even if you're Sal's here, you don't have to panic yet. It's only 4 minutes into the game, not even. And it was just one simple mistake, that's all it was. If Stower was expecting him to run man, then it's even more understandable. Because his weapons are so great that they're bound to beat man coverage. So, I mean, if they were that open or seemed to be open, you can't doubt him for throwing that ball.
Moore, short kick. There's Strzelski, the man himself. Strzelski looking to do it again. And he's down to about the 45. Beautiful run there from Strzelski.
Maybe a mistake kicking to that man. We know his history. He has brought one back this year, so. Though it looks like there may be a little bit of laundry on the field as flag is down. Another block in the back from the Salesianum Sal's.
Looks like there were 2,000 to play, though. Looks like those penalties were offset.
No, it was on Cesar Rodney.
Penalty indicated against the Riders.
So Salesianum will move up 10 yards.
First and 10.
So Shane, this is kind of a similar situation that they were in on the previous drive. I mean, special teams makes a big play, gives them great field position. See if they can try to capitalize this time. As there's a little bit of confusion here on the field.
See if they can get big receiver Ben Anton involved in this game early.
Yeah, he had a great game last week, bringing in a couple of catches and running after the catch. So if they can get Sean Curley, powerful run. But as I was saying, if they can get him the ball, he's an elusive playmaker, just as almost any wide receiver on this Salesianum team. So I would not be surprised if they go to the pass here. 2nd and 1, this would be a good shot play.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Especially with their power backs in the backfield, easily probably going to be able to pick up that 3rd and 1. Jazeer Gaiman looks very interesting here one-on-one. They will go back to the run.
Curley first down. Solid gain there.
Gain of about 2 or 3. Now we'll move the chains.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Sal's didn't actually take a shot there. 2nd and 1. Got Gaiman there on the outside. I mean, we know how elusive he is. Really would have been a great idea to take a shot down the field.
Now they bring in their big tight end, Nate Ray. So they're running a 2 tight end set here with Ballant and Ray. Are they trying to confuse? Oh, nope.
Stower the handoff. There's Curley. Sean Curley. Powerful run. Down to about the 24.
As I was gonna say, are they trying to confuse this Cesar Rodney defense and maybe fool them into taking the deep shot pass? But no, they go back to the power running, and it's worked out well for them so far this game.
It's got to be really tough on that defense, especially running backs, especially, you know, Ransom, Curley. I mean, they're so different, but they're both so powerful in their own way. And there's a botched snap. Stower trying to get back there. Luckily, they'll recover, but a botched snap. And they're down to about the 42.
Fumble recovered by Curley.
The Sal's had great momentum there. Costly mistake.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit of miscommunication. Maybe Storer wasn't ready for the snap yet and came early. But, you know, luckily for this Salesianum team, they have a great kicker. So, I mean, I was seeing James Collins hit from 55 earlier, so, in warm-ups. So he definitely has the leg to hit from around here, but if they could get him a couple yards of cushion, that would be
Stower.
great.
Pass is incomplete.
Looked like they tried to run a little bit of a screen there for Curley, but
get some yards back.
The blocking wasn't quite out in front.
3rd and a long 32. See if Stower and company can get some yards back here, maybe with a possible screen.
And for how often screens are run in high school football, I mean, they are not the easiest thing to do. You have to try to fool the defense into thinking that you're pass protecting or run blocking, and then you have to scoot out and get ready to block at the 2nd level.
Stower in the gun, passes, caught. Down to about the 32.
There's the big tight end, Nate Ray.
Ryan Stower's pass is complete. Number 89, Nate Ray.
Putting in an interesting position here. I mean, this being 3rd down, and it seems like forever.
Jonathan Benjamin in the hit.
It seems like to get James Collins even more comfortable, I would not even play for the 1st down, but play for about 10 yards.
Four receiver set. Stower in the gun. Ryan Stower passes, caught, touchdown. And the Sals are right back in it. What a throw, what a catch.
Yeah, great throw there by Ryan Stower. Dropping it perfectly in the basket. And it seemed like Cesar Rodney
doing the
there
rest.
was running a little bit of cover too, because the safety was drifting over, but he wasn't running with Anton out at all. So he was able to break free.
Yeah, we talked about maybe giving Anton a one-on-one shot there. They do. It pays dividends.
And so now the Sals are going for two to potentially tie up this game. A great job by the Salesianum offense to bounce back from that little mistake at the beginning, but really work their way
Stower
back.
Passes, caught. 2-point conversion's good. The Sals are right back in it.
There's Hunter Ballant.
The reliable tight end.
He's got a thing for converting 2-point conversions. Earlier this year, the first game of the season against Cape Henlopen, he converted one of the game-winning 2-point conversions, so I'm not surprised that the Sals went to him there.
Yeah, very reliable tight end is Ballant.
And as you can see here, the Sals run a bit of a slant out combo. Oh, actually, here's the touchdown by Anton. As you can see, the safety was a little out of position, but you can't blame him because that was the coverage he was running, and he played it perfectly. It just perfect call by the offense to counter the defense.
Defender slipped a little bit too. May have helped Anton.
As James Collins goes back for his second kickoff of the night.
James Collins said to put it away for Salesianum.
About 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Collins boots it away. And into the end zone for a touchback.
So Shane, this is a much more eventful game than we saw last week from the Sals. You know, their defense hasn't really had an opportunity except the first drive where they stopped Cesar Rodney pretty quickly. But I mean, 16 points is much more than we saw scored in the first quarter of last week. So it's good to see Sallies is making plays, but if this defense can continue to hold up and the offense can continue to flow like they did on that last drive, I don't see why Sally should have any disadvantage in this game.
Yeah, and back to the offensive side of the ball. I mean, Ryan Stower throwing that pick six earlier in this game, going right back down the field, solid drive, leads his team. Game's tied at 8.
As we see Nate Ray jumping, but was it provoked by an offensive lineman moving? And it looks like it was not. As the referees have been active tonight, with the head referee being Greg Fullhart, the umpire David Miles, the linesman Bill Nichols, the line judge Reginald Reed, the back judge Dominic Banks, and the clock operator Tom Gizmarchik.
Willie Davis runs the ball for...
As Cesar Rodney will pick up a short gain on that run play.
Brought down by number 89, Nate Ray.
Second and about 4.
Pick up a 1 on the play. Second and 4 for the Riders.
One of the main constants in this Sally's team has been their defense. I mean, the highest points that have put up against them was 21, and even then they scored a touchdown in that Cape Henlopen game. So if they can continue this great defense, there's no reason why they shouldn't be winning games. As personally, I believe that play there was made by L.J. Smith. He stayed out on the option and really forced the quarterback back into the play right in the arms of the defensive end.
Yeah, Timmons there with the draw. Really nothing there. L.J. Smith and the D-line stuffed that one.
Third and 3 for the Riders.
Third and short. Receiver in motion.
And a great play made there by number
flag.
22, Jake Ziegler. He made plays last week, but we'll have to see what this penalty is.
Andre Moore was in motion on that play. Took the handoff.
Looks like another block in the back. We've seen a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, penalties really coming back to hurt both teams.
So this Sally's defense has gotten another stop. Although they had a bit of a rough start with that neutral zone infraction, they've really done a great job recovering.
2 for the Riders.
Only letting the Caesar Rodney offense get 3 total offensive yards on 3 plays. And that is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, they've yet to establish that running game.
So we see more of a customary formation,
And
but
the punt is
block.
blocked. It's blocked. Lucas Ryan will return it. End zone, touchdown. Lucas Ryan, talk about special teams.
And there's Nate Ray again with that block. I mean, as we talked about earlier, special teams was going to be a big component in this game.
Salesianum.
And we already see the second blocked punt of tonight.
Lucas Ryan, scoop and score.
This is pretty, I kind of expected this, however, because their punter seemed kind of shallow in their formation. I mean, and being elusive as Nate Ray is, he'll quickly get back there as we've seen in recent weeks, and he's really making Caesar Rodney pay.
And the PAT is good.
And there's another flag on the field.
After is successful.
And it looks like it will be declined by the Sals, and they will take the 15-8 lead. You know, Shane, I mean, I don't want to say I called it, but the Sals have really flipped the momentum here, getting that big defensive stop after the pick 6, and then going down and scoring once again.
Yeah, great momentum swifter for the Sals. You'll see here on that replay, great block there.
11, Khalil Kemp.
And Lucas Ryan does the rest.
Elijah Odom back for the Riders.
And we will see James Collins for his 3rd time tonight. But it looks like the penalty from the PAT will be enforced on the kickoff. So they will move up 15 yards.
To about the 45.
This is really a big advantage for the Sals here. I mean, James Collins has a boot, but he's also very accurate. So
try and pin him in their own zone.
Yeah, if they can get the Caesar Rodney team to have to return this return team will fly down the field and hopefully get to him quickly.
Kick is away. And so much for that.
And the field goal is good. James Collins really showing off his leg strength there. Absolutely punching it through the uprights.
And another flag.
Flag on the play.
Looks like unnecessary roughness on the Sals.
Another penalty.
Greg Fullhart has definitely got his money's worth with these announcements tonight. I mean, both teams have just been making mistakes and hurting really the entire momentum of their the momentum that they've been trying to build up. So we will see the Cesar Rodney offense back out on the field once again.
Timmons in the gun, 3-receiver set. Looks like they may have jumped. See if they were drawn offsides.
No, and it will be offsides on number 27, Jack Atrocious. With the penetration that Salesianum has been able to get tonight, I mean, it's obvious that, you know, the defensive lineman would be antsy, and Jack Atrocious there maybe a little bit too overeager, but very understandable that he would want to get in that backfield and make a play, as so many other of his teammates have already tonight.
Keeper. There's Timmons, and he's smacked down. Nick Strzelski made that play.
A great job closing there. Nick Strzelski playing a little bit of free safety back there.
Number 3, Nick Strzelski.
Great job recognizing the play and crashing down. As LJ Smith will come out.
2nd and 1 for the Riders.
2nd and a short 1 here. Timmons in the gun. 3-receiver set, the handoff. And the Sal's are right there. May have had a chance for a loss there.
Some players were saying the ball was out, but the referee is saying the player hit the ground before it came out.
Willie Davis.
This Salesianum D-line has been flocking to the ball, though. They've done a great job as they're rushing for, and they're getting to the quarterback as well as the running back. I mean, as you saw there, 2 broken tackles were made by the running back, but I mean, nearly all 4 of the Salesianum D linemen hit him on that play.
Yeah, not much room at all for Willie Davis, the running back, to go. Passes, caught a strike there. That's number 3.
Jaden Wright on that slant going across the middle.
What a throw, what a catch there from Timmons and Wright.
Looked like Salesianum was playing zone there, and he just found the soft spot and really took off. Luckily, Strzelski was able to track him down.
1st and 10 for the Riders.
Timmons in the gun, 4-receiver set. Timmons avoiding pressure, and he can't. He's brought down. Ahmad Foster among many in there for the sack.
Nate Ray was the one to eventually bring him down.
Sacked by number 89.
But Owen Brackett really came flying off the weak side there, forcing Timmons to step up. And we've seen how elusive Timmons can be tonight. The sophomore has some speed, so if Brackett didn't come off that corner, I could easily see him rolling out and potentially extending the play on that.
Timmons in the gun. Passes out of the reach of Wright.
Timmons pass.
Salesianum really brought the house there, rushing 6. Trevor Way was flying up that gap, ready to make a play.
Dick Ziegler in on the coverage for Salesianum.
So that will bring up 3rd down.
Big
and
third.
15.
Big 3rd down here
for Cesar Rodney.
4-receiver set. Timmons. Passes nearly picked.
Great swat there by Andrew Semmel, the absolute athlete.
Ahmad Foster almost had that pick. Ball was in the air for a long time.
Pass is broken up.
But as we emphasized earlier, I mean, Salesianum's defense has been standing up when they've needed to.
4th
As we have about 5 seconds left in this first half, and Caesarani looks like they're about to go for it.
There's no harm.
4th and 15 here.
Big 4th down. In the gun, and he's sacked, brought down
Nate
by
Ray
Nate Ray.
and Andrew Semmel there to connect for that sack.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
By number 89, Nate Ray, and number 52, Andrew Semmel.
Great job by Nate Ray and Semmel to get in there.
Salesianum 15, Caesar Rodney 8.
When 2 of your D linemen can connect at the quarterback and win both of their matchups, that's a dangerous thing for Caesar Rodney, because that means they're going to have to start doubling someone. And once you start doing that, you're going to lose a lot of receivers very quickly. So if Caesar Rodney looks to stay in this, their offensive line has to do a little bit better job of blocking.
Who will also compete in the Joe O'Neill Invitational next Friday at Bellevue State Park. Post time is 3 o'clock. The soccer team extended their win streak to 4 in a row earlier this afternoon with a 2-0 shutout over Maryland Invaders.
Shane, what do you think was the biggest factor of Salesianum grabbing that lead at the end of the first quarter there and really maintaining it?
Really, Ryan Stower. Stower obviously threw that pick 6 early, really just came back, led that offense, really didn't make any mistakes in that second drive. Did a great job leading his team down the field for a score. Stower in the gun for Anton. What a catch by Ben Anton, may have pushed off.
Didn't look like it, but he really didn't burn his man on that double move, but Storer put it in the perfect spot for the jump ball.
A little underthrown, but Ben Anton gets his big hands up there.
We'll see what the refs have to say about that.
Looks like it may be offensive pass interference.
And it will. Unfortunate there, because it was a really good catch, and it looked like both players had equal opportunity on that 50-50 ball, but Anton able to capitalize, but unfortunately may have pushed off before.
So that'll take the Sals back.
Now we'll push him back about 15 yards, but they do have a very dynamic passing offense, so 25 yards in 3 plays isn't that much for him. Caesarani looks like they're going to run back to the cover 2.
Ransom in the backfield, and he's stuffed for a loss. Great run defense there by Caesar Rodney.
Ransom stood up by 58, Trayvon Smith.
Yeah, dropping him back for about a loss of 3 or 4 on the play.
That was Trayvon Smith making that tackle.
Richard Smith also in on the hit for the Riders.
Stower in the gun, rolls to his right, passes caught for Ballant, the reliable Hunter Ballant, getting to about the 48.
Ryan Stower's pass.
A great pass and a great catch and run from Hunter Ballant, bringing him back to a 3rd and manageable. That 2nd and 28 seemed daunting, but the big play from Storer and Ballant really has made it a realistic conversion here.
3rd and 8 for Salesianum.
3rd and 8 here for the Sals.
Still have tripped wide receivers to his left.
4 receiver set. Stower rolls to his left, passes, caught. He's got Ballant. He's got Anton. Ben Anton making a man miss. Touchdown, no flags.
And Ben Anton ends the drive where he started it, getting free and making a great catch and run.
Anton for a Salesianum touchdown.
Ben Anton extends the Sal's lead. What a throw, what a catch.
Storer has really bounced back from that first drive. Seeing the field very well right now. After that Ballant throw and then to Ben Anton, I mean, if he continues at this pace,
Collins
he may have over 200 yards today.
under the Jacob Tiberi hold.
Yeah, ball was a bit underthrown, but you see Ben Anton there going up for that ball.
Yeah, great
Big hands
awareness. James Collins boots it through the uprights. So now it is quickly 22-8.
Salesianum 22. Caesar Rodney.
Yeah, as you said, Ronan, really great job by Stowe, really to bounce back. Threw that pick early. He's really bounced back. He's done a great job so far. If you're Caesar Rodney here, what are you trying to do?
If I'm going to be honest with you, Shane, I'm really not sure. I mean, Salesianum's shutting down your passing offense through getting to the quarterback, and the running offense hasn't been very efficient tonight. So I guess if I'm Caesar Rodney, maybe a hot take, but I may be trying to pull out the trick play here.
Not a bad call. I mean, you really need to get momentum back on your side.
Yeah, they started off really strong with that pick six, but ever since then, it seems like everybody's lost a little bit of energy.
Kemp. Elijah Odom back for Caesar Rodney.
As Collins is on for his 4th appearance of the night. Let's see if he can kick his 4th touchback.
Collins,
There we go.
touchback.
James Collins.
You know, Shane, I was thinking the Salesianum defense was the one that had to make all the plays tonight, but the offense is flowing really well after that first drive. Although their defense has been stout as well, so if Salesianum's firing on all cylinders as they are tonight, they're going to be tough to stop playing against any team.
Yeah, really big drive here for Caesar Rodney trying to get back in this game. Only a 14-point game, but
let's see what Timmons can do as he lines up in the gun. Looks like there may have been some movement there on the offensive line for Caesar Rodney. A little bit of a flinch. Unfortunately, that's enough to get a call for offensive linemen. One of the hardest positions in football. Because especially when they're doing well, you know, they don't get too much recognition, but when they're doing poorly, you really hear about it. So appreciation needs to be shown more to offensive linemen, I guess is the point I'm trying to make.
1st and 15 here for Caesar Rodney. In the gun, pass is deflected.
Big Ahmad Foster right there.
Ahmad Foster batting that one down. 2nd and 15.
It seems like this pressure is really starting to get to Timmons.
Ahmad Foster.
That's the 2nd SWAT down Salesianum's defensive line has had recently, with the first one being Semmel and this one being Foster.
I mean, if you're the offensive coordinator here for Caesar Rodney, I would really try and emphasize getting Timmons outside of the pocket. He's been really stuck inside the pocket. He's shown to be pretty effective in the pocket, but we've seen he can run. I mean, maybe getting him outside the pocket will really do some damage.
Yes, they've run the ball here, but there's another flag on the field. The penalties tonight have really been prevalent. Looks like it will be a face mask on the defense. So I believe that will give Caesar Rodney an automatic first down. And another 15 yards of field position.
So the penalties, once again, coming back to hurt the Sals.
They will move the chains on the sideline, moving up to the 32-yard line.
We'll move the chains for Caesar Rodney first, number 10. The 32-yard line.
Three receivers set. Timmons the handoff. Down to about the 35.
Gain of about 3 on the play. I mean, if Caesar Rodney can start to get their run game going, you know, it could be very effective for them, but that may be hard because their passing offense hasn't been that great, so Sallies might start committing to the run soon.
That was Maurice Satchel on that carry.
Looks like they're really switching up their backfield, trying to give Sallies as many different looks as possible.
2nd and 7. Timmons in the gun. 4 receivers set. There's Satchel. Big gain there for Satchel. And he's down to about the 48.
Big open field tackle there from Aiden Lucy. He's been consistently a big playmaker for these Sals. A sure tackler and a great special teams player.
Again for Caesar Rodney into Salesianum territory.
A great leader on the team as well.
First and 10, Caesar Rodney at the Salesianum 47-yard line.
3 receivers set. Timmons. Passes picked. That's Strzelski. Nick Strzelski making a big play again. And the Sals and Stower will get the ball back. Big play there.
Actually, Shane, I think that was the sophomore, LJ Smith, sitting in his flat zone, just ready for that curl route.
Timmons' pass is picked off.
Great call there from the defensive coordinator.
LJ Smith.
It was indeed LJ Smith. From my point of view, it did look like it was Strzelski.
Now we will see the Sal's offense once again.
Caesar Rodney, 45-yard line.
Big pick there from LJ Smith.
If you're the South here, do you try to tire out the Caesar Rodney defensive line by running the ball with Sean Curley?
Absolutely, absolutely. We've seen how a physical runner Curley is. You're up 14, but there's Stower. Passes incomplete. No flag.
Nate Ray looks like he wanted one, and so does the student section, but they will not get it this time.
And Stower's pass is incomplete.
Definitely some contact there.
Intended for Nate Ray.
Ref's whistle was silent.
Looks like the refs may be just letting them play a little bit tonight, though.
Parker Smith in on the coverage for the Riders.
Definitely a little bit of contact, but from the ref's point of view, I don't know if it was enough to draw a penalty flag.
3 receivers set. Stower the handoff to Curley. Solid gain there.
Gain of about 4. A little bit of extracurriculars
and
maybe
another
there
flag
with Lucas Ryan.
Sean Curley carries the ball for Salesianum.
That definitely doesn't help the Sals. I mean, they've been having problems with penalties all night, and
flag on the play.
just a little bit of unnecessary action on the play after, although knowing Lucas myself, I'm sure it was not unprovoked.
Looks like they'll be taken back to their own 40.
Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct. That may have possibly been on the look down. An unfortunate play for the Sals, but Shane, I hate to keep saying this, but on these 2nd and 1st and longs, they've been able to show their offensive versatility by picking these up, but I mean, they're really backing them up here. Looks like about... So the first down is at the Caesar Rodney 35-yard line, and the Sals are at their own 29-yard line. That's about 36 yards of field position right there. And with Caesar Rodney playing such backed off coverage, I mean, it's going to be hard to burn them deep, which I'm sure that's why they're in the coverage that they are.
Yeah, if you're Stower here, want to look for something short here, maybe a little screen pass.
Maybe uncustomary, but maybe you run the ball here. I mean, they
might get some yards back.
They're only going to have 4 down linemen, and with the Salesianum stout offensive line, they might be able to get some push up front, and with cornerbacks so far away, they won't be able to close down in time before Curley picks about 10.
Second and a long 35. Stower in the gun. Passes caught. There's Gaiman. Down to about the 35. Nice throw and catch there from Stower and Gaiman.
Yeah, Gaiman may be a little bit underutilized right now in the Salesianum offense. I mean, when you have so many different mouths to feed it, it's hard to feed all of them, but Gaiman being such the elite athlete that he is and being able to create space and make defenders miss in the open field, I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine that you don't get him the ball more. Oftentimes last year, Salesianum would run these jailbreak screens for Michael Wing, and I'm kind of surprised that they haven't run them for Jazir Gaiman with his elite speed.
4 receiver set. Stower, a lot of time. Stower on the run. Ryan Stower down to about the 44.
Great tackle there by Jonathan Benjamin, the man who got the pick 6 earlier.
22, Jonathan Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin's had himself a great game so far.
So it looks like we will see Aiden Montgomery as it is 4th and 20.
First time we've seen Aiden Montgomery today.
Being the great punter he is, I could definitely see this ball falling inside the 20.
Try and pin him in their own zone. Montgomery boots it away.
They're just going to let it drop. We'll take a Salesianum bounce down to about the Caesar Rodney 13. So a good stop there by Caesar Rodney, obviously assisted by the unfortunate penalties that backed the Sal's up about 30 yards. But a great showing from the Caesar Rodney defense, and if they can continue that and their offense can get it going a little bit, they can potentially get back in this game quickly. The Sal's student section really hasn't been that much energy tonight, although the Sal's hold a solid 14-point lead. So hopefully this defense can make a big play and get them back involved. The Salesianum here, it looks like they're running a bit of cover 0. And was there a flinch on the O-line?
Someone jumped.
It was another flinch. So that will move them back to the 8. And Shane, we've said it enough tonight, but I guess we can't
say it enough.
Yeah, I mean, penalties have really been hurting both teams, as evidenced by these last 2 drives. I mean, Caesar Rodney backed up already far in their own territory.
Now down to their own 8. I mean, Caesar Rodney has not been able to get anything really going offensively, and you're not doing yourself any good by pinning yourself down in your own zone.
Especially making it much harder to run the ball, because Salesianum's already kind of expecting it, as one of the O-linemen is unfortunately down on the field. Looks to be in some pain. But as we were kind of saying earlier, it's hard to run the ball when the other defense is expecting it. And that has been shown tonight. You always hate to see anyone get injured on this field.
Can't tell who it is. Seems to be in a lot of pain.
His teammates knew it immediately. They were already calling for the athletic staff before the play had ended. As here you can see the leader of the student section tonight, the student council president, Jack Gormley.
Hopefully he is okay.
As we will see our great special teams unit there for a second. Aiden Montgomery, Frank Holodick and James Collins, as they will help number 64, Ethan Cacopardo, off the field.
Yeah, not putting a lot of pressure on that left leg. Not a good sign for Caesar Rodney.
So now they'll have 2nd and 14 at their own 9-yard line. And Shane, it's almost dangerous here to throw the ball, so I expect them to go back to the run game.
Yeah, you definitely have to run the ball. This deep in your zone, you got to run the ball.
But with 6 in the box for Sally's, it might be tough.
Short gain there. Sal's were definitely expecting that.
As he only got
3rd down
to about the 12, which will bring it to a 3rd and 11.
Batchel on the carry, tripped up by number 42, Trevor Way.
And although Caesar Rodney had that big rushing play earlier this game, the difference between Salesianum and Caesar Rodney was their lack of a run game. I mean, the passing game has definitely been opened up for Sally's because Caesar Rodney is expecting their run game. And so with Caesar Rodney not really being able to establish it yet, it's really hurt them.
And Satchel is stuffed for a loss.
That will bring up 4th down. And Shane, if they punt here and keep the same formation, I don't see why Nate Ray can't get back there again and block it.
Down by number 52.
Yeah, maybe block a 3rd punt of the day.
Which I would have to imagine would be his career high.
And if you're Andre Moore, that's really got to be creeping in the back of your mind, too.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd be scared out of my mind waiting for Nate Ray to come through
Moore
the hole. But
will get it off this time. Not a good punt.
Will take a bit of a Caesar Rodney bounce, but will only get it out to about the 33-yard line. So the Sal's have been graced with great field position all game, and they've seemed to take hold of it and score almost every drive. So, I mean, a 75% drive touchdown percentage is not a bad one at all. So they will take the field again for their 5th time today.
44-yard line.
This time, Andrew Ransom in the backfield.
44-yard line.
Shane, I know I say it often and every week, but I mean, the Jazeer game in one-on-one is almost too enticing.
See if they take it. There's Ransom. Big gain there for Andrew Ransom. Down to about the 30.
Got about 5 on that play. Ransom can keep running like this. It's going to be hard for the Caesar Rodney defense.
Hassan Bayan on the hit for
Such a powerful and elusive runner.
Yeah, and he definitely showed that last week.
Pick up a 5 on the play.
2nd and 5 here.
For Salesianum.
See if Stower and company can put up some more points to end this half. 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in this first half.
And Storer has played really well today. It seems like his only incompletion has been that interception. And Ransom has also played very well to open up the passing game for Storer, so it's kind of been a perfect combination.
Yeah, Ransom along with Curley as well.
And this does keep the clock running as we're nearing 4 minutes left in the first half.
Jack Wormley and Deuce Mutz getting this 12th minute back into this. 3rd and a short 2.
Marcus Moore in on the hit for Caesar Rodney. 3rd and 2 for the Sal's.
Caesar Rodney really putting a lot of people in the box on this play. As Ballant goes in motion.
Ballant in motion. Stower the handoff to who else but Andrew Ransom, wide wide open hole, and he'll walk in for the touchdown.
There is a
There
flag
is a
on the
flag.
field.
The end zone for Salesianum.
I have to imagine it comes back as a holding penalty, and it looks like it will.
Especially with that big hole.
Yeah, Cam Black did a great job pulling around that end and sealing the hole for him, but unfortunately it was a holding penalty on the play.
Almost too good to be true. Another penalty against the Sals.
Yeah, really unfortunate to see, but it is a part of the game, and we've definitely seen why tonight.
Against Salesianum. That will negate the touchdown.
Another hold against that O-line.
12 for Salesianum.
So that brings us to a 3rd and 12. As we got 2 tight ends, and 2 wide receivers, along with Ransom in the backfield.
Ryan in motion. Stower in the gun. Passes caught.
Wide open, Nate Ray.
Nate Ray. Touchdown. Salesianum.
Making his impact in 3 different assets of the game.
Nate Ray was wide open there. Not a defender in sight. Stower found him. Touchdown Salesianum. Touchdown Nate Ray.
Seemed like a definite
20-point game.
miscommunication in the secondary by Cesar Rodney, as the closest defender seemed to be running away from Nate Ray when the pass was thrown to him.
James Collins for the point
He
after.
easily took it in.
With the Jacob Tiberi hold.
So out comes Collins again.
Not sure what the defense was doing. Not a defender in the secondary even close to Nate Ray on that play.
And not a surprise, but the kick is good.
Point after is successful.
21-point game in favor of the Sals.
Remaining until halftime. It's Salesianum 29. Cesar Rodney 8.
Although the Salesianum offense has put up, 27 or 29 points, it's really been the defense that has made the big plays to me. I mean, they've held Cesar Rodney to 0 points on offense, and they've really made the stops when they needed to. I mean, they haven't been great, giving great field position, but they've still made the most of it, and it's compliments to this man right here, Nate Ray. Collins will come out to boot it away once again.
Back for Cesar Rodney.
Collins ready to kick this one away. And out for a touchback. So with 3 minutes and 24 seconds, down by 21, what are you trying to do here for Cesar Rodney?
James Collins.
I said it earlier, but
not much you can say.
I feel like you got to pull out the trick play. I mean, not only is it fun, but it may even be effective here. Because sometimes on the football field, if your players aren't having fun, they're not going to play hard. And if Cesar Rodney can get a little jolt of fun into their offense, I have a feeling they might play better.
Receiver in motion. Handoff. Short gain there.
And it's not like Cesar Rodney has been playing bad tonight. I mean, it's just a dominating Salesianum offense. I mean, they've really showed through the past couple of weeks that not many points are going to get put up against them. I mean, they've only given up in the past 3 weeks 21 points and then 21 points in week 1. So they've definitely showed their prowess.
Receiver in motion. Timmons the handoff. Solid gain there. Is Willie Davis.
Looks like a timeout will be called
for the Riders.
By, I assume, Salesianum.
45, Jake Urban.
Yep, and it will be. So that will be their second timeout of this first half.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Willie Davis that first drive there for Cesar Rodney.
Timeout.
Not so much since. Maurice Satchel really coming in. He's really taken that running back position over in this game.
It appears
Willie
as though,
Davis trying to say otherwise.
it appears as though Salesianum might be trying to get this ball back. With 3rd and 10 coming up on this next play for Cesar Rodney, calling a timeout there, to me, infers that Salesianum's trying to get this ball back and they're trying to score quickly.
Yeah, definitely no harm putting more points on the board.
I imagine Cesar Rodney will probably run the ball here to take Salesianum's final timeout to make it even more difficult for them to score.
Why did it still say 2 minutes and 34 seconds? It's a long
Looks like the right tackle jumped.
See what the refs say, and it is a false start.
False start against
It's number
the
70,
Rogers.
number 72, Tristan Cooper.
Shane, I wish we were keeping track of how many penalties have been committed by both teams total, but definitely has been plenty, and much more than either coach has wanted.
Timmons, the handoff. Down to about the 19.
There's
Looks like another flag.
By Willie Davis
Maybe
carries
not.
the ball for Cesar Rodney. Tripped up by number 42.
Yeah, and there's Trevor Way, who had a big impact on the game last week. Has been a little bit quiet, but his presence has definitely been felt.
On the play. Number 8, Aiden Lucy. Number 5, Lucas
So
Ryan.
it looks like
back for
Salesianum will not
Salesianum.
take their final timeout now, but will look to save it for later. As out comes the punt unit once again.
Andre Moore will look to get this one away. There's Lucas Ryan on the return. Ryan staying in bounds. Lucas Ryan down to about the 18. Great return there from Lucas Ryan.
Lucas Ryan
Looks
takes
to be
And
the
a
little bit
little extracurricular activities there on the sideline.
Yeah, maybe in reference to the unsportsmanlike conduct earlier. But a great play made here by Lucas Ryan, really taking the ball down the sideline. It seemed as though the snap was a little bit off to the right, maybe to try to avoid a Nate Ray block. It'll be interesting to see what the refs are talking about here. As the 12th man does not seem to be too happy with that little bit of extra after the play. Although no flags were thrown. So Salesianum will start on the Cesar Rodney 21-yard line. Again, great field position to start the drive.
First and 10
Sean
to
Curley in the
Salesianum
backfield.
at the Cesar Rodney 21-yard line.
Stower in the gun. Fake the handoff. Stower. A little too much on that pass.
Looked like it went a little bit in between Jazir Gaiman and Lucas Ryan. But it
Ryan
appeared as though
scores
he was
fast,
targeting
incomplete.
Jazir Gaiman.
Yeah, pass was intended for Gaiman.
Ben Anton will come back onto the
Jazir
field.
Gaiman.
Big wide receiver.
Second down and 10 for Salesianum.
Yeah, Anton's had a couple of great catches so far, a couple of big catches early on in this first half. 4 receiver set. Stower in the gun. Pass is caught for Ryan. Lucas Ryan down to about the 9. Good throw and catch there from Stower and Ryan.
Yeah, it looked like he was running an out route and then curled back in afterward. He's having a big game. It makes sense because he's one of the big playmakers on this Salesianum offense and was last year as well as a sophomore. So now down to the Caesar Rodney 7-yard line.
4 receiver set. Stower in the gun. Passes. That's a dart to Jazir Gaiman. Touchdown.
That freshman to freshman connection. The future is bright for the Sal's.
Jazir Gaiman first.
What a throw, what a catch there from Stower and Gaiman. Touchdown for the Sal's.
You'll be seeing that a lot to come in the next couple of years.
The Sal's trying to make this a 28-point game with the PAT.
James Collins on the attempt the point after under the Jacob Tiberi hold.
And the PAT is good.
And James Collins will stay perfect on the year.
Successful with 1:20 remaining until halftime.
So Salesianum has really showed their dominance in the passing game, which is a bit of a change from last week, as the Ransom and Curley connection, or the tandem last week, however, was really effective, but tonight they're really doing it through the air.
Yeah, they really showed off that two-headed monster last week, really going with a really different, we've seen Gaiman, we've seen Ballant really make a couple of great, reliable plays early on in this game.
Elijah Odom, Khalil Kemp back for Caesar Rodney.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what offense Salesianum will come out in the second half, with there being so much of a point differential.
Collins will bomb this away.
A little bit of a squib.
They'll return that.
Not sure if it was an intentional squib, but it worked out pretty well.
Down to about the 20.
Got about 5 seconds off the clock, and they'll start from the exact same spot they would have if it was a touchback.
Khalil Kemp brings the ball out to the 20-yard line, where Caesar Rodney will take over.
Despite it being a 28-point game, Jack Gormley, the 12th man, very much still in this game.
Holding will go against the Riders.
Looks like there was a bit of a holding on that return, so that will back them up to their own 10-yard line.
Famous Padua cheerleader.
Another penalty, which really hurts Caesar Rodney in this situation.
At this point, he's just thinking about running the clock out. And the first half.
I would think so. I think you give off 3 run plays here.
And
like
there is one. The Sal's are right there, and they stuff that one.
Looks like that's what they're most probable to do. Run down the clock, make adjustments coming into the second half, and try to bounce back.
Willie Davis on the carry. Andrew Semmel in on the initial hit for the South.
So it looks like this will be the last play of the first half if they elect to run the ball here. Not a guarantee, but nearly.
It's a sneak. And they're all over it.
Read option there, played well by Trevor Way. Getting out there, playing his coverage, making the play. He's been a little bit quieter this week than he has in the previous, but he's made big plays when it's mattered. And now will take us to the end of the first half as time ticks down. Shane, what do you think has been the biggest factor of this Salesianum dominant first half?
36.
Really, Ryan Stower. I mean, we've seen how many, he's got really great, reliable options in Ballant and Gaiman and Ryan. I mean, as you said, there's almost too many targets to go to. I mean, you can't get them all the ball at once.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier that, you know, it's hard to feed so many mouths when you got all of them on the same team, but Stora's doing it really effectively tonight. Got a couple great passes into Nate Ray, great pass to Hunter Ballant, Lucas Ryan, and Jazir Gaiman. So what more could you ask for from the freshman in this first half after bouncing back from that first drive interception?
Yeah, I mean, you talked about that future connection between Gaiman and Stower. Looks like we've seen a little glimpse of the future there for the Sows.
Yeah, if you're a Salesianum fan, you can't help but to get excited after this first half.
So the Sows are up 28
a legendary
to
basketball
start
coach.
this second half. I'm Shane Alexa alongside Ronan Landis. We'll be back with the second half. Thanks for joining us.
A Sun Oya executive at the vanguard of late leadership of Salesianum. Bruce M. Kelleher, class of 1957. One of the all-time leading scorers in Salesianum basketball history. A basketball star at the University of Maryland and longtime leader of the National Automobile Dealers Association. J. Ross Vincent, class of 1960, environmental activist who led the Sierra Club and the Mountain West. John S. Riley, class of 1964, a political, philanthropic, and business leader in Delaware for the past 50 years. F. Gregory Goss. Goss III, class of 1976, the country's foremost expert on Saudi Arabia and the head of the Bush School for Foreign Affairs at Texas A&M University. Congratulations, these gentlemen, for all their accomplishments, which has led them to this distinguished recognition. These 7 gentlemen embrace the Salesian mission of be who you are and be that well. We are proud to celebrate them tonight. Let's hear it for the 2022 Hall of Fame class inductees.
Welcome to the field, the Salesianum, Ursuline, and Padua sub marching band. It's the marching band from Wilmington, Delaware. Salesianum has had a music program since the opening of the school in the 1903. And that's how the marching band since the 1940s. Make it one of the oldest programs in the state of Delaware. Since the 1970s, we have welcomed musicians and band members from our sister schools, Padua and Ursuline. The band has performed throughout the United States, Canada, and even the Caribbean. Recently, the marching band has won regional awards for the best drumline and best and have earned first place competition trophies in several competitions. The band is under the direction of Brian Cox, assisted by band front member Victoria Auer, and drumline instructor Daniel Albertson. Drill design is by Nick Mercer. The Padua Church leader is coached by Maria Catalina. Student leaders include drum majors Liz Rolfe and Anna Servo. Brass captain Lucas Benevento, Woodland captain Jake Gordon, Drumline captain Jackson Price, and Bandfront captain Eva Pellegrino. This year's halftime show, Caliente, is a celebration of popular Latin music. The featured songs are Voodoo, Fernando's Hideaway, and Fireball. Drum majors Liz Wolf and Anna Serba. Is your band ready? SUB Marching Band, you may begin.
key scores from around the state. All second half scores. Cape Henlopen leads Delmar 14-7. Malvern Prep 17, Delaware Military 0. And in the fourth quarter, it is St. Mark's 14, Archmere 14. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a lost cell phone that has been reported and can be picked up at the main entrance of Abysinio Stadium. Please see the DENREC Ranger to pick up your lost cell phone. Thank you.
Welcome back to Abysinio Stadium. I'm Shane Alexa alongside Ronan Landis. The Sal's are up big time, 30-8. The Sal's will receive to start the second half. And the kick is away. Solid return there. And he's going, down, and he's still not down. Down to the 30. Still going. Down to about the 20. Huge gain by Ben Anton.
Ben Anton takes the second half kickoff, dancing his way into Caesar Rodney territory.
What a way to start this second half.
David Blanco in on the tackle for Caesar Rodney. Salesianum will take over first and 10 at the Caesar Rodney 22-yard line.
Talked about special teams last couple games. Ben Anton, Nick Struzowski among many that have made a great impact the last couple games. Big return there from Ben Anton. With a change of quarterback to start the second half. Tyler Flynn is in at quarterback for the Sows.
Andrew Ransom runs the ball for Salesianum. Back up by 58, Trayvon Smith.
Giving Ryan Stower a bit of a break. The 28-point lead.
In a 4 in the play. 2nd and 6 for Salesianum.
Flynn. In the gun. The handoff to Ransom. And he's stuffed.
Andrew Ransom tripped up in the backfield by number 32, Richard Smith Jr.
Well done by the Caesar Rodney defensive front.
Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 for Salesianum.
Ryan in motion. Flynn in the gun. Looking, scrambling to his left, and he's brought down by number 51. That is Stephen Davis, the sophomore.
Brian Storr sacked by 51, Stefan Davis.
Jacob Tiberi in at quarterback for the Sows. Yeah. Collins on for the field goal attempt. No harm in trying here. The 28-point lead. Collins trying to stay perfect on the year. And the kick is good. Collins stays perfect.
James Collins, 46-yard field
goal. A 46-yard field goal from Collins.
9:15.
Had the leg, had the accuracy. 46-yard field goal from the stud kicker. 31-point game. Collins on to kick this one away. Collins there. Takes a good bounce. Down to about the 28.
And again, there looks like there is a penalty flag on the field. Saw them a lot in the first half, but it looks like they're back for this second half.
Elijah Odom takes the kickoff.
See if Timmons is still at quarterback for Cesar Rodney.
Tackled by 29, Nick Garibaldi. Flag on the play. Illegal chop block indicated against Cesar Rodney.
Looks like there's a chop block against Cesar Rodney.
First down in their own zone. Handoff. Solid gain there, more than a solid gain, and he's down to about the 48. That's Maurice Satchel. He's taking majority of the snaps at the running back position tonight for Cesar Rodney. Satchel getting free.
There's Aiden Lucy in the backside, saving another touchdown tonight. If it wasn't for him, Satchel will probably have 2 TDs on the night with well over 100 rushing yards.
Cesar Rodney, first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Yeah, haven't seen much of Willie Davis. Satchel, as we talked about, is taking majority of those snaps.
By 52, Andrew Semmel. Recovered by number 45, Jake Urban. Salesianum will take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line of Cesar Rodney.
According to what I was just told, James Collins just broke the Sally's record for longest field goal attempted and made in a game at 52 yards. As we will see Elijah Gibson in at quarterback for this drive. The senior lefty.
Going Curley, the ball carrier for Salesianum.
So Coach Sonardo giving a lot of guys the opportunity to be the quarterback in the second half.
As well as other positions as well. We see A.J. Bratton in at wide receiver, among a couple others at different positions. Although Sean Curley remains constant in the backfield.
Second and a short 2. Handoff to Curley, Sean Curley, big lane, Sean Curley down to about the 30.
Sean Curley motors his way to a Salesianum first down.
Yeah, both Curley and Ransom have been very effective tonight, but specifically Curley has had a big night, kind of bouncing back from this game against Hodgson and doing it in a very well-mannered way.
Receiver in motion. Handoff. Tackled there.
Kampaji carries the ball for Salesianum. Picked up by number 26,
to see Anthony Delacompagni into the backfield. He got that last carry, trying to bounce it to the outside.
Gibson in the gun, the handoff. Solid gain there, down to about 25.
That will bring up a 3rd and 5
Anthony
at the CR 25-yard line.
Tackled by 33, Taylor.
I'm interested to see if Sally's will possibly bring in, another quarterback on the drive afterward, maybe Pat McGuinn.
Yeah, definitely a 31-point lead. Maybe try and give some guys an opportunity that wouldn't usually play quarterback. Gibson in the gun. 2 receiver set. Gibson expecting pressure. Gibson passes incomplete.
Good spot, good location, just a little bit outstretched of the hands of Owen Bracken.
Defender for number 10, Owen Bracken. Tyler Quinn on the coverage for Cesar
Gibson
Rodney.
showed great promise in that throw, though. Had a good arc. It was nearly dropped into the basket. Just a little bit too much arm strength, though, which is a good thing on most throws, but unfortunately, it was not the case for this one.
Gibson in the gun. Passes incomplete. There is a flag.
Intended for number 24, A.J. Bratton. It looked like number 27, Hassan Bey, the sophomore, was a little bit early for Cesar Rodney. That will likely result in a defensive pass interference, maybe even pushing the ball down to the 1 since it was in the end zone.
Referees hit the signal.
So yes, it was defensive pass interference. Rightfully so. I mean, number 37, Hassan Bey, did get his hand in there a little bit early.
First down.
Good call there by the referees. But that penalty on the 4th and 5 will move it down to the Cesar Rodney 12-yard line. It's nice to see Elijah Gibson really getting a chance here at the end of this game, or not the end of this game, but halfway through the 3rd quarter with a couple different wideouts, like number 13, the freshman Sean Lewis, 27, Jack Atrocious.
And there's Curley into the end zone. Touchdown.
I believe that's actually Delacompagni, one of the 3rd string running backs. But a great burst of speed from him, hitting the hole hard, accelerating, cruising his way to, I believe, his first touchdown of the season.
It reminded me a lot of Curley, the way he runs, especially very similar number.
James Collins on for the point after under the Jacob Tiberi hold.
Seems like a very strong and physical runner, just like Curley.
So on now to attempt the PAT is the backup kicker, number 32, Patrick Davies, the senior. He knocks it through. So now there is implemented a running clock because of the differential. So for the duration of this game, no matter, even now with the kickoff ensuing, the clock will be running. And on to take the kickoff is Patrick Davies again. I'll be interested to see how far he kicks it. He was looking good in warm-ups. And following James Collins cannot be easy, but I'm sure he will definitely hold his own.
Yeah, 38-point game here.
Patrick Davies set to boot it away for Salesianum.
Davies will kick it away. as Ronan said, taking the place of James Collins.
What a way to go out of the game tonight, you know. Patrick Collins breaking the school record and then just simply moving to the bench to let a backup and I'm sure one of his friends get an opportunity. As the kickoff is originally muffed, but then recovered soon afterward.
If you're Caesar Rodney here, it's got to be really tough. Really tough on your team, really tough on your coaches, really tough on your self-esteem.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not easy. And I know this may be hard in this format, but I mean, I referenced it earlier, but if you want to try to have a little fun here, run a couple interesting plays that you guys have had in your playbook for a while that you haven't had the opportunity to use, I think now is the time to experiment with a couple different, you know, formations, some personnel, and see what you can do.
1st and 10, Caesar Rodney at the 23-yard line.
Because now is the best time to experiment for future games.
Right in motion.
Come on!
Handoff and a gain of not much.
I'm just realizing now this Sally's team is incredibly young. Got a couple sophomores out on the field with Aiden Lego and Mitch Cummings currently. They got a bright future, not to mention their freshman quarterback as well as one of their freshman star wide receivers.
Second and 8 for the Riders.
Four receiver set. Moves to his left. Passes through the hands. Number 12. Justin Hardy.
Looked as though Aiden Lego might have been close to a pick there. But just past the outstretched arms.
Aiden Lego in on the coverage for Salesianum.
Interesting to see for Caesar Rodney. Timmons is still in this game.
Third and 8 for the Riders.
Yeah, I would have maybe thought they would have done something similar to Hodgson where they moved to one of their star playmakers on offense to put him at quarterback, but
Timmons in the gun. Passes high.
attempted again for number 12, Justin Hardy. Seems to be one of his favorite targets. I mean, they have that sophomore-to-sophomore connection. Most certainly a bright future.
A little too much air on that pass.
That will bring us to the end of the third quarter. But the Salesianum Sal is up 46-8 on the Caesar Rodney Riders. I'm Ronan Landis.
Along with Shane Alexa.
And we will be back to start the third quarter, or the fourth quarter, sorry.
Scores from around the state. Deep End Logan leads Delmar 28-14. Final, Malvern 31, DMA 0. Fourth quarter, it is Dover 27, Apo 14. And with minutes remaining in the game, it is Archmere 28, St. Mark's 14.
We are back to start the fourth quarter. Caesar Rodney starting at their own 23-yard line to punt.
They'll boot it away.
Get a friendly bounce all the way down to the Salesianum 33-yard line.
And Ryan will let it bounce.
Andre Moore's punt is down by Aiden Kane at the 33-yard line, where Salesianum will take over 1st and 10.
So Shane, I imagine the Sal's will just try to run the ball out here, waste a little bit of time, and then if they don't pick up a couple first downs, possibly punt the ball away back to Cesar Rodney. Jacob Tiberi back out on the field at quarterback for the Sal's.
Tiberi. He'll keep it himself. Jacob Tiberi down to about the 35.
Jacob Tiberi runs the
Either
ball.
that was a great fake or there's a little bit of miscommunication between him and Donovan O'Brien.
Either way, solid gain.
See it, Logan. So it looks like the sophomore's getting a chance. Let's see what he can make out of it.
Four receiver set.
Looks like the play is going dead. Looks like Tiberi will run again. This time be a little bit more successful, picking up about
Jacob
4.
Tiberi runs the ball for Salesianum. Tackled by number 30, Cameron Taylor.
So that will bring up about a 3rd and 5.
Tiberi getting instructions from his offensive coordinator.
I have to imagine Nasir Logan maybe gets a carry here. Try to bounce it to the outside.
3rd and 4.
Possibly to the far side of the field. Looks like they have a little bit of a numbers advantage there. And that's
Quick
what happens.
pitch. And down the sideline, down to about the 42.
Great hustle there by the senior,
Number 34,
number
Nasir
63,
Logan
Samu
dances his
Kai
way into Cesar Rodney
Pisse.
territory for a Salesianum 1st down.
And a great show of explosiveness there from the sophomore.
Handoff, there he is again. Down to about the 38.
Number 23, another sophomore, Aiden Lego.
Aiden Lego runs the ball for the Sal's.
Tiberi's out at quarterback.
Actually, looks like the sophomore Brady McBride is there.
Tiberi is out at quarterback. McBride is in.
Tossed to one of his good friends, Aiden Lego. And back in comes Nasir Logan.
Aiden Lego runs the ball for Salesianum. And a Sal's 1st down.
Looks like Brady McBride will be running the offense for a little bit here. So Coach Nardo really giving everybody an opportunity. it's really nice to see Brady McBride get out on the field. He's worked really hard this year. And as you can see here, is a great athlete. Multi-sport, plays basketball as well.
Brady McBride
Playing for
on
the JV
keeper
team
for
his freshman
Salesianum.
year, so seeing him out on the field succeeding here, great sight to see.
Wrangled down by number 76, Hunter Merritt. Pick up a 1 on the play, second and
As
9
we
for
near
Salesianum.
about to the halfway point of this fourth quarter. And off to Nasir Logan. Down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier for the Sal's. Tackled by 76, Hunter Merritt. Pick up a 3 on the play. 3rd and 5 for Salesianum.
McBride in the gun. 4 receiver set. McBride, the handoff. Down the sideline, down to about the 7.
Great run there by Nasir Logan, really made possible by the great block of the freshman, Sean
Nasir
Lewis, the
Logan
wide
runs
receiver
the
out
ball
on
for
the
the
edge there,
Sal's and a
really sealing off his
Salesianum
DB,
First down.
creating that hole.
Great run there by Logan.
Cameron Taylor in on the stop for Caesar Rodney. 1st and 10, Salesianum. Check that 1st and goal, Salesianum at the Caesar Rodney 8-yard line.
1st and goal for the Sal's. McBride, he'll keep it himself. McBride in the end zone, touchdown, no flags.
I believe
There is
a
a flag.
The ball for Salesianum.
Hadn't seen one in a while, but
Salesianum
they're definitely back.
touchdown.
McBride really showing off his dual threat ability and
Flag on
athleticism
the
there.
play.
Looks like another block in the back. You know, I haven't seen a lot of
Holding
these in
against
high school
Salesianum
football
to
games,
negate
but
the touchdown run.
they've been very relevant today with at least 4 being called. So that will back up the Sal's to about the 13-yard line.
McBride, the handoff. And nothing much doing on that play.
To the senior, number 37, Amazing Aboyade.
37, Amazing Abiodi. Runs the
And
ball
all of
for
his teammates
Salesianum.
congratulating him on the great carry on the sideline. So that brings up 2nd down and 13.
McBride in the gun. McBride, he'll keep it himself. McBride down to about the 8.
As we near 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Brady McBride on the keeper for Salesianum. '53, Robin Payu in on the tackle for Caesar Rodney.
Third down. Four receiver set, McBride. Keep it himself, McBride. And stop there. 4th down.
Breaks a tackle, but then gets quickly wrapped up by a defensive tackle.
And another
there's
flag.
another flag. Seemed to be after the
McBride runs
play.
the ball for Salesianum. Flag on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Salesianum. I have no idea what that could be. Maybe somebody was talking after the play, but that would be the only thing I could think of. I believe that'll move him back to the 20-yard line. And it will.
Unsportsmanlike
Now it
penalty
is
against
4th and
Louisiana.
20, or 4th and goal. As we near a minute and a half left in this game.
McBride, 4 receiver set. McBride in the gun, the handoff.
There goes
Down to
Nasir
about
Logan.
the 13, and a little something after.
Oh, and it looks like Sally's might get another opportunity.
Nasir Logan runs the ball for Salesianum.
Unfortunate, unnecessary action there by one of the Caesar Rodney
Flag on the
players,
play.
but we've seen it going both ways tonight, so. Definitely not what you want to see with that.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against
So it looks like
Jesus
Salesianum,
Rodney.
new set of downs, will likely just run the ball out here. Looks like this will be the last play of the game, if it is a run play. Looks like things are getting sorted out on the field. Looks like the offense for Salesianum is coming off the field. But I don't think it will matter as time winds down. Sally's travels out to their logo.
And the Sal's will win this one with a score of 46-8. A great performance all around from the Sal's. Great showing by Ryan Stower.
Final score, Salesianum 46.
The rest of the offense
Caesar Rodney 8.
and the defense. Well, we got to talk about the defense.
Yeah, defense, second straight shutout game. Had a really
strong
strong showing. Defensive line, as always, was great. Nate Ray especially, getting pressure, blocking 2 punts. Amazing night today for Nate Ray. And a great way for the whole Salesianum team and school to go into the homecoming weekend.
I'm Shane Alexa alongside Ronan Landis, Charlie Abernathy, Nate Reed, Tommy Tyree. We'll be back with you next time. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss upcoming games. Good night.